So guys, you're welcome to part 2 of our webinar where we're talking about earning from 100k to 1 million, and how to attract the right customers. So for those of you that have stayed this long, I appreciate you. You're going to get some information that is exclusive. Okay, so first things first, if you want to move from 100k to 1 million, you need to understand the basics, which was what we touched on in part 1 when we talked about setting your sales goal at 100k, then calculating how many units you need to sell at your happy price in order to arrive at your sales goal. When you are going above 100k to a million, you need to now build in ladders. When you look at the staircases of high-rise buildings, when you go to any building apartment that is more than a story, okay, more than a story high, and you look at the staircases, you will notice that most times there's a flight of steps and then there's a landing, right? A flat bed, like a plateau. There's a flight of steps that climbs, in a slanted form and at an angle, and then there's a landing. There's a landing rather, and from the landing you now have another flight of steps going up. This is to help to break a fall in case somebody trips and they fall off the staircase. They land on that landing. Now, in the same way, in your business, if you want to get to a million from 100,000, you need to have a landing. Okay, halfway through the journey. So from 100, the landing is 500k. So if you're earning 100k currently and you want to get to 1 million naira, don't just jump to 1 million naira. The only situation where you can jump to 1 million naira is if you are getting specialized coaching from someone who can show you the systems. 1, then 2, you are ready to be stretched. I'm talking about being stretched physically, being stretched mentally, being stretched emotionally. You would definitely reap the rewards, okay? Because if you work with someone like me as a coach through, for example, my 90 days to launch coaching program, right? And you are put through all of the processes that can help you to do 1 million and more in sales. What you are leveraging is expertise, knowledge that has been proven and gotten many other people results. That's what you are leveraging on. Okay, so that's what I mean by specialized knowledge. If you don't have access to specialized knowledge, don't commit business suicide, where you are earning 100k, managing to do above 100k, and suddenly you want to jump to 1 million. If you fall, the falling will be hard. Okay, good. So having said that, excuse me, you create you aim for growth in ladders. So the ladder after 100k that is ideal, based on my own finding, which I now built the Fashion 6 Ultra coaching program, the membership program around, is 500,000. From 500,000, it's easy for you to scale to 1 million. Yes, I've had people who did 350,000 a month, 400k a month, who shot from 400k to over 1 million. Yes, there are situations like that. Okay, there are situations like that. Yeah, however, it still boils down to the company that you keep. So having said that, you aim for 500k next after 100k. Now, you've done your happy pricing. You've told me in the group, oh, my happy pricing is 10,000. Oh, beautiful. 10,000. Yeah, okay. Since we know that your happy price is 10,000, you need to sell just 10 units in a month, okay, to make 100k, and you're feeling fly and you're enjoying yourself. Great. Now, you may not even need to hire any tailor to work with you, any staff working with you in the production process. You are doing it yourself. You're able to manage your social media at the same time. You're able to do, your offline marketing. Everything is sweet. Congrats. The moment you aim for 500k, it's a different ball game, because there will be demand on your time to do marketing. There will be demand on your energy to get behind the machine and sew. So if you don't have the right staff working with you, you'll become stuck. So that's why I tell people, if you are going to you are aiming for 500k after 100,000, start putting business structure in place bit by bit. What kind of business structure do you need to put in place? Please focus on your production process. That is what you need to work on. Once you are ending above 100k, start documenting your production process, how you do things. Create a learning management system to train new staff to do things the way you do it. Please, when you are aiming for above 100,000, stop thinking of hiring tailors. It doesn't work, okay? It doesn't always work. Yes. You need to start thinking of breaking down your production into blocks and then hiring people to undo parts of your production. That's how you start. If you think of hiring a tailor, not bad, you get a tailor. Now, is the tailor equipped, skilled to make those kind of clothing that you do? If your answer is yes, congratulations. Know that that tailor has a timeline. There is a deadline for them working with you. Oh, you are a good tailor and you want them to be with you forever. And the tailor happened to stumble upon this platform where he is also learning that you can do 1 million per month and you think they will stay with you. You are kidding yourself. That's one of the things I want you guys to take note, please. You don't depend on finished goods in terms of tailors that can do everything. If you do that, it will work for some time. But when the trouble starts and they start misbehaving or they bail out on you, that's when you will know there's been a crack in your system all along. What you should be doing now is you create a documentation. That is, you document your processes. How do you sew your clothes? What inches do you use? How do you hem them? How do you prepare them, package them? You document this. Then you hire sewing machinists, also known as joiners, or sewing technicians, or garment technicians. That's the professional term to use for them. Now, a joiner is not a tailor. A joiner is someone that is skilled in sewing techniques, whom you can hand over cut fabric and they will sew it neatly the way you have trained them to do. If you can achieve that, you are good to go. Then you are beginning to put structure in place. But if you always depend on, oh, a tailor leaves, I need to hire new ones, you will forever be in the rat race of tailors leaving, having to look for new ones, getting stuck in between, and not scaling. So you can be in Fashion 6 Ultra and then you are learning how to do 1 million, and then you're say for example you're in silver, and then this month you made 500,000. You're so excited. Next month your tailors bail out on you, and then you're struggling to do 100k. You don't have structure in place. That's what it means. So you need to start documenting your process, your production process. I just taught you in some part of the prison break content on how to fix your production process. You hire people to handle different parts of your production process. Who is going to be doing the cutting? You may decide that you'll be doing the cutting while you hire somebody to do the joining, because sitting on the machine is going to take time. If you have ever been in business for 3 years and you are still sitting down behind the machine to sew, you need to go to the mountain and pray. You are in a world of mess already. Merely sitting down to take this class, I know the toll it's taking on my body. I have to do exercise so that my bones don't get fixed and then bent. When you are sitting on the machine for more than 3 years, that means you're already becoming stagnated, stuck in one place. So how do you unstuck yourself? You replicate yourself. Okay? If you are new and you are just starting, don't wait until you get to that point. Right now, start documenting how you sew your clothes, how you fix your footwear, how you make your accessories. Start looking for interns that you can teach different parts. Don't teach everything to one person. Delegate. Some people should handle cutting, some people should handle sewing, some people should handle packaging. That way you can build a team of specialists in specific areas, and working together as a team, you deliver. But if you depend on, oh, I need tailors that can work with me without supervision, okay, when the tailor gets a bigger pay somewhere, they leave you. Where do you start again? But if you create a pool, a training pool, to bring in people to show them how to do your thing, like I tell people, if you are hiring anybody to work for you, as a tailor or to sew for you, whatever name you call them, please spend at least the first 1 week they are with you. Use it to train them on how to sew exactly the way you want clothes to be sewed. That's how you do it. You train them to sew exactly the way you do it. So how do you do that? You first document your own method, then you teach them. When they are good at it and you are bringing new staff, you delegate one of them to train the new person while you also join, okay, to make it a faster process. You want to learn more, get the Prison Break information product. You learn more about fixing your pricing, fixing your production process, fixing and hiring right. Okay, so having said that, what more can I chip in? Structure is very important, because the more money you're making, the more jobs you are getting, and the more tasking it becomes. So now you have an option, okay, to increase your pricing when you are aiming for above 100,000. I have my notes before me. I want to be writing some of the points down that as it comes into my mind. Okay, now for you to get to 500k, right, or even to 1 million, really, what you are going to be doing is this. You already have your happy price, okay? You need to have premium price. Have together, you need to have premium price. You need to raise your pricing, not raise your pricing for existing customers, okay? No, new customers that come to you, try out your higher price on new customers. Some of them will fall for it, some of them will negotiate with you. Worst case scenario, you end back on your real happy price. So like I've taught them in the 90 days to launch, I said when you're creating a collection, right, you're going to come up with different designs of clothing. I said some of the designs of clothing that you come up with, okay? Clothing can be garments, it can be footwear, it can be fashion accessories. Now, when you're coming up with designs, let's say you're coming up with a top, you're coming up with a gown, and you're coming up with a 2-piece dress, okay? Those are the 3 items in your collection that you're releasing. Now, I said for the top, you can have 3 designs, okay? One design you are selling at your happy price. Let's say your happy price is 10k. You are creating one design, you price it at 10k. You create another design, you price it at 20k. That's times 2. You create another design, you price it at 50k. Yep. Now, there's still the aspect of you doing your research to find out the price that your customers can afford. There is that role to play, really. So in 90 days to launch, you break that down. But the concept here is this: don't just have one price point. Let me tell you the story of Millicent. Millicent is in Lagos. She is one of the members in Fashion Sales Ultra Bronze level. She's moving to silver. She contacted me and said, "Oh, coach, I'm moving to silver." Now she told me a story just this December. She posted her products on her WhatsApp status, and some friend of us on the island who lived in Lagos Island, okay, Lekki Axis, contacted her and said, "Oh, I like that design on your status. Can you make it for me? Shed dress. How much should I send? Send me your account details so I can order for one." Now, the funny thing that happened was that when the Millicent heard that, she was at a loss how much to charge for that dress shirt that particular prospect saw. Then she applied wisdom. She told the lady that, "Hey, you guys living on the island in Lekki, you are the tush guys, you are the high class guys. How much do you pay for this kind of shirts? Send me the amount that you pay for this kind of shirts." and then she sent her account details. Would you believe that the dress would have gone for 12,000 naira? You know, in the Nigerian naira, 12k. That's the amount the dress would have gone for. However, this lady transferred to Millicent 50,000 naira. Can you believe that? She transferred to Millicent 50,000 naira. That is what blew it up. And Millicent just called me. I was so excited on the phone. I was like, Coach, I would have called 12,000 naira, but this person paid 50k. And I told Millicent, what that means is that for that category of customers, right, 50k is a normal fee. It's a normal figure. So the customer answered your request based on their capacity. And I said, Millicent, that particular dress shirt that you sold, that the customer paid 50k for, don't ever collect lower than 50k for it again. Maybe somebody can plead with you and then they negotiate 30k, 40k. Fine. You can still collect that, but don't go lower than that. Because what it means is that you have discovered another customer segment within your target audience that will gladly pay your price. So when you're coming up with a ready-to-wear collection, you should come up with designs at 3 different price points so that you won't be boxed in a corner by potential customers who would likely price you down. Okay? So when the super rich get on your platform, in your online store, and they see your product, they will gladly pay because they've seen the designs that is within their own, price range that they usually spend. And they may like your other designs that are cheaper and buy. Good for you. Okay? So guys, price points is very, very key. So when you're aiming for 500k to 1 million, right? Using 500k as our benchmark, because you're scaling from 100k to 500k, your pricing is going to play a big role. You don't necessarily have to do more work, okay, for you to make more at that level. What you need is for you to have higher price points that you can use as leverage to get more sales. Then you improve on your marketing. This is why for those that join the Fashion 6 Ultra membership, right, at the silver level, where they are aiming for 500k, we added Facebook advertisement, coaching, where you learn how to run effective Facebook adverts and you get advice, on an ongoing basis as you run ad campaigns. That's why someone who is earning 100k or below, telling them to run Facebook adverts is like smoking air. Where do they get the money from? To a large extent, they have other bills to pay. So, telling them to run adverts as it were is not really encouraging. The only thing we do is we teach you how to do organic marketing. That is marketing without having to run paid ads, and still you are able to crush sales goals. For instance, let me tell you a quick story. You already know the story. Anyways, Udoka is her name. Udoka is one of us in the millionaire tribe, but she was formerly in the bronze membership. Now, Udoka joined 90 days to launch, and I told them to set a sales goal of 1 million. She set the sales goal of 1 million and laughed hard. She really had a good laugh. Like, Coach, the highest I've ever done was 250,000 naira in a month. And I said, well, set it and let's make it happen. And I told them to go get a check leaf, write themselves a check of 1 million or more. She wrote herself a check of 1 million. I said, paste it where you can always see it. And anytime you see it, you say, I'm going to earn you. And that's what she did. The first week of her launch, she did 800k. Do you know why she did her launch? Facebook and WhatsApp status. She did not run any paid ads. First week, she did 800,000. Udoka is one of us here. She has already shared her testimonial. I may bring her again another time to come and share a story. Okay? She did 800k. The following week, she was past 1 million. By the third week, she was afraid to tell me how much she earned. But I knew it was around 1.5 million. It blew her mind. And how much was she selling her product? 8,000 naira. She was selling a shift dress. Now, let me tell you another story. In the Millionaire Tribe, when we brought when Udoka now upgraded to the Millionaire Tribe, right? She said the same dress that she sold for 8,500, right? 8,000 to 8,500. She went on Seller to upload it as a product, because I told them in the Millionaire Tribe to go on Seller and create an online store for themselves, upload that product there to sell. Then when she got on Seller, she put the price in Naira. Someone contacted her from Kenya saying, I would like to buy this dress. I like it. How much do I pay in international currency, in dollars? Udoka made the mistake of telling her $10. Oh no, telling her, I think, yeah, $10 to $15. And the lady said, sorry, I can't buy from you. You are cheap. You are using poor quality materials. Boom. And Udoka had trouble converting. Then she came to the Millionaire Tribe and told us, Coach, I got this person all the way from Kenya, willing to pay in dollars, but refused because she thought I was cheap. And I said, how much did you charge? She said about $15. I said, the shipping cost for you to use DHL or any of those logistics companies is around that amount or even more. And oh my, I had to tell her, oh, Udoka, go back on Seller, increase your pricing, right, to $100. The same dress you are selling for 8,500 in Nigeria and is selling out, and a lot of people are happy with you. Go on Seller on your online store and go and include the dollar equivalent and say in dollars it is $100. Now, Udoka will be able to make a lot more, because currently the dollar to Naira is about 560 thereabouts. Okay, so if she's selling for $100, that means she's selling for 56,000. Can you see the difference between 8,500 and 56K? She already has people in the US that are helping her to sell, somewhere around that, margin. Guys, you can use your pricing to increase your sales without having to do extra work. Yeah, I'm not supposed to have shared it in an open platform, but so it's possible, and it's not a get rich quick scheme or fantasy. It's real work. It's just smart work. You are selling to a Nigerian audience who cannot pay more than 8,500. Why don't you move to the international space and get customers who can now pay you in dollars, where you make more? Okay? Yeah. If you want to know how to price well, in terms of getting international customers, join us in Fashion 6 Ultra. Maybe I would explain to you there. Okay? So, that being said, I've broken it down to in terms of pricing to help you. With pricing, you can quickly scale if you know the right steps to take. And I've given you some example of the right step to take. Beyond this, you need to also do this. Your online presence must be dope. Your online presence must be dope. Please, your online presence does not include dancing every day on Instagram, posting reels every day on Instagram, posting every day on Facebook, okay? Vlogging on YouTube every day. No, your online presence does not have to include all of those. Okay, we are here right now having this discussion in this webinar, okay? This webinar is being hosted via video chat on Telegram. We are not on Facebook. If I were to do it on Facebook Live, I may not get up to 50 people. Now, if I get 20 people, I'm lucky. So I don't waste my time with Facebook. If you want to create an audio room on Facebook, you have to have a verified badge. I don't have time for that. Telegram, I can do many things. Many things. I mean, we are having a video chat. I'm recording it. Okay? I'm going to upload, edit it, because Telegram also has features for editing videos. And I'll upload on my YouTube channel. Can you see? Online presence. I do a webinar here on Telegram. I record the audio and the video of the Telegram. I edit the video of the Telegram of the video here on Telegram, then share straight from Telegram to my YouTube channel. That's online presence. Then I gather the phone contacts of all the people that have gotten my free trainings in the last 4 years. Okay, within the fashion space. Right now, I have about 6,700 numbers on my WhatsApp alone, but on my phone book it's about 9,000 to 10,000 about. So those that are on WhatsApp, I send them WhatsApp broadcasts to invite them to check out my video on my YouTube channel. How about that? Currently, let me show you. Currently, while I'm having this, this video chat with you, okay, this webinar, my staff is working with my other mobile device, right? And we are creating a label on my WhatsApp business app. So most of you that are not using WhatsApp business, you are wasting opportunities. Now, on my WhatsApp business app, right, it is already labeling all of the contacts on my phone. So we're going to do a label of about 6,800 numbers, yeah? And we will be sending messages every day for 4 days a week, so you can rest on the 5th day, okay? 250 numbers. So if we send messages introducing myself and my YouTube channel as, personal, private, one-on-one messages, not broadcast, where I chat you up one-on-one. I already have the message. We are sending to 250 people per day for 4 days. That is a total of 1,000 people being reached in 1 week. Introducing myself, letting them know they've been part of my free trainings. That's how I got their numbers. And I would like them to follow me on Instagram and also subscribe on my YouTube channel. These are the links. If you follow me on YouTube, you get a gift. If you follow me on Instagram, you get a gift. Can you do 1,000 contacts in a week? It will take me at least 7 weeks for me to cover 6,800 WhatsApp numbers. 7 weeks. So which means that I may not post on Facebook all through that period, yet I'll be filling up my coaching programs, I'll be filling up my classes, webinars, and whatnot. Then add to it my affiliate partners network. We have about 65 thereabout who are working with me to help us reach more people with what we're doing here. Guys, I just told you how to build your online presence, okay, without necessarily having to post every day on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube, because you already have a list of customers or a marketing list of potential customers that you can reach out to. In Fashion 6 Ultra, I've taught them this. Everybody should build a list. That was why in part 1, Mary, when I invited her to tell her testimonial before we even started the recording of part 1 of this webinar, she said she's still working on her list contacts. That is list building. Oh, guys, there's a lot you can do, okay, without having to spend a dime on paid adverts, and you are doing $1 million. Presently, I don't run Facebook adverts, and then we are doing 7 figures. Presently, it's a lot of work, okay, because I have to hire people to, do what an automation would have done for me. But then I did a course on the Facebook adverts this year, 150K, another 20K, another 10K, several of them, just so I can master Facebook adverts, so that my one-on-one coaching clients, right, I can build their sales system for them. And those in the Fashion 6 Ultra Silver up to the gold and the diamond, right, the Millionaire Stripe, I can mentor them on how to do Facebook adverts effectively. Yet I'm not running Facebook adverts, but I've learned it. You need to learn to invest in yourself, is all I'm trying to say, okay? So guys, if you are aiming from 100K to 1 million, I said you move from 100K to 500K first before you move from 500K to 1 million, so you don't break down. While you are aiming for 500K, start putting business structure in place to hire the right people who can handle your production process for you. You don't necessarily have to hire a tailor that can do everything for you at once. Now, if you're in paid employment and you are loving fashion and you want to do fashion, I'll just advise you straight up, save enough to pay bulk garment factory to mass produce for you. That's your best bet, okay? There are a couple of bulk garment factories that we have on our platform that can help you, yeah? So now you can contact us, we'll give you links. However, if you are working with any bulk garment factory, understand that the minimum you are going to be spending is around 5,000 naira just for sewing for you, not inclusive of fabric. If you don't want to go that route, we have sewing hubs in Lagos. In Aba, yeah, Lagos and Aba, they are popular. So in Aba or Lagos, to be precise, in Lagos, Tejo Osho Market, okay, in Yaba, you can go there and then you outsource your production to them. But if you're going to be doing that on their platform, please and please, you need to sit with them. Otherwise, they'll mess your work up. Yeah, they'll mess it up. And if you are going to get a proper bulk garment factory to work with you, you need reassurances from the management. If you can visit them, the better, to be sure that they will do their job. Because one of the participants in the 90 Days to Launch edition that we did from October to December this year, she contacted someone that I referred out to, who is based in Ibadan and into bulk garment factory jobs. Unfortunately, the person I referred, had to messed up our production, our samples. And I asked her, how much is the sample? How much did you budget for the sample? And she said she was budgeted 50K. And I'm like, for the life of me, you budgeted 50K for samples and they messed up your work? Jeez. I had to apologize to her on behalf of the other party, and I said, I'm going to compensate her by bringing her on Fashion 6 Silver, Fashion 6 Ultra Silver for 5 months for free at 10K per month for 5 months, so as to help her. She said she didn't need it. I'm like, but then I want you not to feel like you've lost your money. So if you're going to work with any bulk garment factory, do your due diligence, get reassurances, be sure that it is the kind of clothing that you want to go into that they specialize in. Otherwise, they'll mess you up. And even at that, go there, see things from your eye for yourself. And if your instincts tell you that you should not work with them, don't work with them. That's what I have to say. So if you're in paid employment, don't let that be an excuse for you not to do anything. If you're in paid employment, don't start bespoke tailoring. You're messing yourself up. Just move to ready to wear straight away. And to fast track your journey, join 90 Days to Launch. Then we can fast track your journey for you. So I think I've shared enough for you, right? Let me look at my notes here for some other points that I may want to share with you. Okay, when it comes to attracting customers, really, okay, that kind of wraps it up. When it comes to attracting customers to your business, I think this is where I'll wrap it up. The rest of it we'll discuss in our one-day workshop, okay? The one I titled "Start the Year with Abundance Mindset," okay, which is going for just 1,000 naira, which is equivalent of 1,000 naira right now is around $20. Yes, I think it's $20. Am I right? Yeah, $1 is $560, $10 is 5,006. Oh no, I think it's about $2. Then about $1, $2. Yeah, $1 or $2. That's what it is. Okay. So now, for now, one of the things I need you to know is this. Please, I've observed this one within the fashion community. There is this unhealthy addiction of fashion designers, tailors, fashion entrepreneurs. This unhealthy addiction for getting customers in their neighborhood, for getting customers in their location. It is not good. It is not right. It is not good at all. You are based in Lagos. You are living in Ikorodu in Lagos, and you are giving me an excuse that you are in a village because in Ikorodu they can't pay you well. So what stops you from taking a boat ride from Ikorodu to Lekki and then prospecting in Lekki to get customers? What stops you? We behave as if we are trees. And one of the things I've come to learn is that many of us that are fashion designers, we only think of, the business, fashion business, as renting a shop. That is lame. In 21st century Nigeria, renting a shop is lame. Start from home. You may not like my advice. I'm not advising you. I'm just telling you my point. Okay? Start from home. Yes. You want to set up in a shop? Oh, what about all of those bigger names that you see that they rent a whole building, a whole apartment? Do you think they are jokes? Sorry, I'm being too serious. They are not jokes. They understand the reason why they have to, set up in eyebrow areas and invest a lot. They understand, because perception is what helps with pricing and selling. So if you cannot get a good spot, that's like an apartment or a big studio that you can, compartmentalize, okay, to have a lobby and a production room and offices and storage areas, then stay at home. Start from home. Go out and meet customers. Best bet. Start ready to wear. Get your own online store, right? And start marketing. Customers don't need to know where you are for them to buy from you if you are doing ready to wear. They place their order, they make payment, you get their shipping address, and then you send your dispatch rider to them. So my baby is here to say hello to you. So she wants to teach you in class. Yeah, so her name is Nicole. She has decided to join us in class. Okay. So I need you say hello. Say hi. She said herself. So hold on, guys. I need to pass out to our caregiver. Okay. Thank you. She's been looking at the setup since morning, like, hey, why is my dad, sitting behind a ring light, and everything looking the dopey. I love you, dopey. So, having said all of this, okay, please, this is what I want you to take note. Work on yourself. Sales starts with your mind. This mind is where sales starts. Okay, the money you are looking for in sales, right, is already within you. All you are doing is you are manifesting it in the form of products, offers, marketing campaigns, sales campaigns that bring you those that need it. Yeah. So you need to understand that it's all here. So you should always find time from your busy schedules to meditate. Yes, and fantasize. Imagine the kind of customers that you have. Next year, I'm going to have some customers that are going to be paying me $10,000 to coach them. Not just coach them, we will set up their complete business systems for them. Okay? That's part of the reason why I've spent over 200K learning Facebook advertisement so that we can run effective campaigns for these people. We're going to be building website. I already have an arrangement with a web designing company to build an e-commerce system that is completely integrated. And if they don't want to do that, we have free online store systems that they can leverage. Okay, I'm investing on myself because I'm expecting that I would attract those kind of customers. What about you? Are you expecting those kind of customers? It's part of the things that is limiting many of us. You need to be willing to expect great results. Okay? Another thing is, I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, I wrote here that traffic is the real deal. Yes, I've talked about that to some extent. Lead generation, very, very essential. Very, very, very essential. Let me give you an instance. I have a database of Nigerians across the 774 local governments in this country. Okay? So imagine you are in Lagos and you are trying to get customers from the Lagos Island Lekki axis, or you're trying to get customers from the Ikeja axis, or you're trying to get customers from the Festac axis. These are eyebrow areas in Lagos, right? If you want to get customers from those areas, hire contacts of Nigerians living in those localities, those local governments. What if I gave you the contacts of these people and you invest in bucket savings and you start reaching out to them? Provided, maybe let's say your facility is close to them, in the same axis. It will be very sweet for bringing foot traffic. All you need is to contact me, and then we talk about how to get you those database. That's how it is. Okay? Lead generation is very important. What's lead generation? That means generating the list of contacts of people that are potential customers. A potential customer is called a lead. A potential customer that reaches out to you and says that, hey, I like what you're selling, I would like to buy. That's a prospect. If they can afford what you are selling, they are qualified prospects. Okay? When they indicate that, send me your account details so that I can make payments, then they become a hot prospect. You do everything to follow up on them so the money can come in. Until they pay you, they are not yet your customer. They are only prospects. If the time for selling passes and they do not buy again, for whatever reason they didn't eventually buy, good. It means that they've reverted back to being just ordinary leads. until another time when you run another ad campaign. Okay. So I think I've shared enough, right? I think I've shared enough. At any rate, I'm going to be providing for us the ebooks on customer avatar and also the ebooks on the pricing formula. We'll make it available here so you guys can learn from me. That's it. Aha. So let me just let's stop it here. Thank you so much. I hope you've learned enough, or during this session. Okay.